Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network, Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasahing papawid 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, nako, magandang hapon ho. Happy Tuesday ho sa inyong lahat. Welcome sa ating program. Ako po si SONNY Laragan. Ito po ang Legal Advice Corner. Ayan, welcome. Magandang araw ho sa inyo. No? Sa ating mga kababayan sa apat na sulok ho ng United Kingdom, magandang gabi na ho. Alas 6 na ho ng gabi. No? Siyempre, sa ating mga kababayan, welcome din ho kayo. Pwede ho kayo. Tuloy kayo, kabayan. No? Kung kayo may nasa Europa, yung mga kapitbahay ho natin, o di kaya sa ibang parte ng mundo, welcome ho. Dito po. Pinag-uusapan ho rito yung mga batas tungkol rito sa United Kingdom. So yung ating mga kababayan, makinig na ho kayo dahil maski paano kayo ay maaring hindi ngayon, maaring but in the future, maaring kailanganin ho ninyo ng kaalamang legal. Kaya ito ho, this is the best program na panoorin ninyo every Tuesday. Hindi ho ako ang star of the show, no? Wala ho akong kaalaman masyado sa batas, no? Pero ang pinaka-star ho ng ating programa ay yung Brains and Beauty ho, no? Ang managing partner po ng Deo Volente Solicitors at batang-bata hong abogado, no? Abogada, babae. Babae ho to. At kinararangal ho natin. Ito siguro masasabing nating ako na-inspire ako dahil masyadong adventurous itong taong ito, no? Nakalakad ng ano pangalan ito, yung Santiago de Compostela na isang walk na yung kay Saint, sino ba Saint Santiago? Hindi, alamin natin.
Saint
And then,
James.
nakaakit na ng bundok, no? Nakaakit na rin dyan sa Mont Blanc, dyan sa mainland Europe, no? Switzerland, France, Italy. At dito rin sa apat na bundok ng United Kingdom. Tatlo yata muna. Di ko alam kung pang-apat yung Northern Ireland eh. So dito sa Ben Nevis sa Scotland, hindi ko alam kung Snowdonia sa Wales. At ano nga ba dito sa Inglaterra? Ano yata eh? Peak District ba? Peak something. But anyway, pakikilala ko na para at least hindi na ho tayo mahirapan para alamin pa yung mga bagay-bagay tungkol sa kanyang mga na-achieve, no? At mahilig din sa jiu-jitsu, sa martial arts. Pero ang pinakamahusay o pinakamaganda ay napakahusay hong abogada. At kung kayo ay mangangailangan ng abogada, makaka-relate ho kayo dahil Pinay. So walang problema. Nothing is lost in translation. Ika nga. Pakilala ko na dahil I'm sure excited na kayo. At plus, para maparami din ang pag-uusapan. Mga kaibigan, pinakikilala ko yung ating, Thursday star. No? Siya ang star ng ating programa dahil without her, siya ang essence ng programa. Without her, wala naman talaga tayo maibo-broadcast, no? Dahil siya naman talaga ang nakakaalam sa mga bagay-bagay tungkol sa batas dito po sa United Kingdom. Mga kaibigan, welcome po natin ang pinakamamahal nating abogada, Brains and Beauty, managing partner po ng Deo Volente Solicitors or DV Solicitors at isa pong adventurosong tao ho, no? Talagang maakit ng bundok, lumalakad, nagma-martial arts, lahat na ho. Ayan na po. Mga kaibigan, si Attorney DANNA QUINTO. Attorney, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, Mr. Laragan. Happy Tuesday, everyone. Welcome back. Tuloy po kayo. Legal Advice Corner, Mr. Laragan naman. Ikaw naman talagang ang ugat ng show na to. At before we start, isang happy birthday, belated happy birthday sa ating pinakamamahal na Mr. Sonny Laragan. Birthday niya last Sunday. Talking about adventures, nag-adventures tayo dun sa kanila sa Maidstoneys. Napakasaya. It's such a pleasure to see you. Kami po, dami mong nakakatawang pusong sinabi, Mr. Laragan. Wala yan sa kalingkingan ng binigay mo sa komunidad nating Pilipino dito sa United Kingdom. At sa lahat ng good vibes na binibigay mo for how many years na, and connecting people, making sure yung community natin solid pa rin. We're all very, very lucky to know you. Para sa'yo, happy birthday! And thank you for also introducing us, well, to Snooki and to your beloved soul. It was such a great night or great day, buong araw last Sunday. So, belated happy birthday sa ating pinakamamahal na
Pleasure is mine. It's an honor, attorney. And thank you very much for coming over. Yeah, I'm so honored having you. At nakakatuwang nandito ka, no? Sana yung mga handa, ayun, no? Yung pala, ayan.
Ayun!
Tito Peps. Uy. Ayan.
Peps. Si Tito Peps. Si Tito Peps yung may birthday,
Oh. Yeah, a little something lang, little gathering. Pasensya na ako doon sa mga hindi na-invite to. Ano lang, napakalito ng space, so we had to really shortlist the people na mapupunta, no? I could have invited a lot of friends, a lot of people, pero if we held it in a hall, pero malit lang ho yung lugar eh. It's ang plano lang naman ho is a little gathering lang. And so yeah, I'm so thankful, and this attorney, no? At na-meet niya in person si Snooki, no? After so many months, no? At well, nag-ano naman kayo ni Snooki, di ba? Nag-gel naman kayo. Okay naman kayong dalawa ni Snooki. Nag-bonding naman kayo. So nakakatuwa naman. It was fun. And it's nice seeing people, seeing friends, no? Some of the friends noon kasi yung mga kaibigan ni Sol from way back in Spain. And then the relatives, so well, late na dumating, nagkaligaw-ligaw kasi yung kami na Discord, hindi na coordinate yung sundusan, no? But just the same, ano ba, everything that ends well, ends well, something like that, no? Is
basta
okay.
Maayos
no?
Maayos na nakarating. Maayos din.
And thank you, attorney. Maraming salamat for being a part of the little community we had that on Sunday, for the get together. And yun nga, parang housewarming na rin. This is the place that we're staying at. Although the place in London is still there, kaya lang kumbaga abandonado na yun dahil you can see the view from the place that we have. Lovely view every day. Para ka nasa holiday, para ka nasa balcony ng isang siguro 4 or 5-star hotel in a resort in an island in Spain or Portugal. So parang gano'n, no? Although hindi dagat nakikita mo, yung ano lang, yung mga puno, yung scenery, yung view, no? So kitang-kita 'yon. And yeah, thank you. Attorney, you're most welcome, ha? You're most welcome dito. Although sinasabi ko in private, but in public, if you're free pag on a weekend, dito ka. So ayan.
Thank you.
And malapit ang beach dito.
Malapit ang beach, no? Ang tawag na,
malapit. Buha tayo ng cocktails. Magka-cocktails tayo.
Pwede ba yun? Madami po ba?
As long as mga less than 5 kilograms siguro. For personal consumption lang. Pwede na.
Personal lang, hindi natin ibebenta sa Billings Game Market.
Hindi natin bebenta. Kumikita sila ng 96,000 pounds yata in a month. Merong mga gang, no? Or syndicates or who are using mga Chinese immigrants, no? Yung mga Chinese na illegal immigrants to collect, no? Yung mga cocktails. So, masarap yun, masarap.
Pero masarap yun. Ano ba sa Pilipino yung cocktails, Mr. Laragan?
Hindi ko alam pero yung parang, di ba parang tulya yung pero masarap yung tulya na yun. Masarap ang tulya na. Sandali. Tataas ko lang yung aking audio sa'yo.
At saka nakakatawa sa bahay niyo po, super modern. You weren't kidding when you said ang modern ng lahat, modern ng banyo. Yung faucet niyo may touch screen eh. Kailangan ano, hindi lang siya laser, touch screen talaga siya. May nakalagay na natawa kami nakalagay na kung ano yung temperature ng tubig, napaka-exact. 25 degrees ata yung pagkaka
Oh, yeah.
remember ko.
Yes.
It's a beautiful what I'm trying to say is or so pleased, so delighted na makita yung napaka-ganda, napaka-modern na bahay. Pero maganda yung yung view talaga yung pinaka dun eh, yung memorable because hindi lang siya yung mataas, but it probably that's Maidstone. Sino kaya yung ibang taga Maidstone East dito? Ano siya, parang hindi, ano nga ba yung tinatawag, parang Greenbelt area ata kayo. I don't know if you're Greenbelt area. Greenbelt dito sa United Kingdom is marami pang puno, marami pang hindi pa overdeveloped. At you can see the nature, you can see parks, you can see trees. Maganda. And not too far from London. So best of both worlds talaga kayo.
Yeah. Oh, best of both worlds. 20-minute drive, nasa beach ka na. A few minutes drive, nag-cherry picking ka na. It's nice. Maganda. Oh. Well, they're marketing it as a luxury flat, no? That's how they market it, no? As a luxury flat. But okay na rin naman. It's wonderful na yung quality of life mo is maganda, maayos because you're living. Sabi nga nila, you're not a tree, no? You can't you shouldn't be stuck in one place. If you wanna move someplace else na maganda, maayos, nasa sa yon. But it's more of your, di ba, pagka you aspire for something, you develop something, so ayun lang naman, no? But yeah, thank you very much once again, attorney. Thank you for being a part of yesterday's my celebration, my day, 2023, no? And although di na ako bumabata, pero at least maski paano, feeling ko bumabata ako kasi kasama ko yung mga katulad mo eh. Di ba? Di ba? Ganun lang yun eh. So, yeah.
How does it feel? How does it feel ngayon, 20, yung bagong birthday ngayon? But looking younger and younger, sabi ko sa'yo, pabata yung itsura niyo eh. You feel na because of all of these health changes you made for the last few years, mas iba yung pananaw mo? Do you feel excited? What do you feel excited about this year? Anong
a lot of things.
Marami.
And then, physically, I'd like to learn how to ski, no? I look forward to iba na kasi ngayon para ang pananaw ko, iba na yung galaw ko kasi nga dahil some people at my age they would be thinking, oh, medyo pahina na ako, parang alalay na, and then may mga sakit pa, di ba? I had hypertension pero nawala because of the healthy lifestyle, yung ginawa kong health protocol na ginawa ko, no? So yun, so I'm looking forward to reaching at least mga 80 years old na malakas pa, 90 years old na malakas, and if I can learn many languages, if I can learn siguro jiu-jitsu or anything, or be able to do the things you've done, for example, walking sa Santiago de Compostela, and doing the Mont Blanc, no, yung paglalakad sa bundok, no. So those are things na are kind of exciting me na when I didn't start the health protocol, siguro parang hindi ganoon ang mentality ko, teka, ano ba, teka muna, yung gamot ko kailangan pag nag-holiday ako, kailangan sa Pilipinas kung 3 weeks kailangan kumpleto yung gamot ko sa hypertension, di ba, mga ganun, di ba? But now I'm not thinking of that, no. So thank God. Siguro I'm so blessed na napaisip niya sa akin tong health protocol, no? Because from a size 38 or almost 40 down to size 28 waistline is an achievement. Nagulat nga si Andy na di ba nag-yoga siya, and Mel was mentioning about having a Filipino yoga group natin, di ba? But nagulat sila sa flexibility ko because really, so yun, di nila alam I'm really doing that, no, yung flexibility. But yeah, sa'yo ko rin na-inspire, attorney. I want to do a marathon, hopefully. I want to do climbing a mountain or, anything lang ba, parang to experience nature na nandun ka sa tuktok ng bundok na hindi ko pa na-experience in my whole life. Kasi may fear of heights ako eh. But if I can do that, why not, di ba? Life is short. If I can squeeze in all of these adventures in my lifetime right now, rather than regret it in my deathbed, di ba, na medyo masakit kami. Yeah, I'll do it now, no? Ganon. Pero ang goal ko lang, attorney, pasensya na, marami ako nasabi. Kundi lang, ang gusto ko lang is I'd like to come up with scholarships. Kung magkakapera ako, maawa ang Diyos, I'd like to send some young people, to school, no? Kung hindi nila kaya. Pero that will be anchored or depending on the success that I'm doing or creating. If I'm able to create money or, di ba, come up with some income, then part of it I'd like to earmark for scholarships. So yeah, ganun.
Very inspiring.
I love you.
Very wise words. Nakaka-inspire naman. Kasi nga tama ka. It's a short life. Let's maximize the experience. At hindi lang yon, makapag-pay it forward din ng positive na legacy sa ibang tao, hindi lang sa atin. It's very, very inspiring from you, Mr. Laragan. Masarap pakinggan ngayon. Parang tayo, inspirational advice corner. Muna tayo before legal advice corner. Ano ang masasabi mo sa amin na, huwag mo naman natin sabihin na from you na nakakatanda, but if there's something that you could advise people who may have not yet discovered the health protocol or yung naanuhan nyo, would there be something that you would say to your younger self? Kumbaga, would you have done it? Presumably, you would probably say would you have done it sooner, or may gusto ka bang kumbaga kung may message ka to anyone na magbe-birthday o magkakaroon ng crossroads sa buhay nila. Kasi parang ganun na nangyari sa'yo. Nagkaroon ka ng shift sa perspective mo. What would, if someone's looking for that shift sa perspective, saan namin nahanapin yun?
Attorney, first of all, this is the first time na ako tinatanong sa No.
Pasensya.
No, go ahead. Which is cool.
I'm not trying to get your job.
No. It didn't happen yesterday when we had the show with Kapo kami ng direct, no, sa ano. Although may mga questions mga posted lang, pero this is nice because you're asking me directly, and which is good. Kami nila Mel Chango, Mike Enriquez, or whoever we are, mga broadcasters, we are used to asking questions. Sila kanyari Corina Sanchez, but try answering Corina Sanchez a question. Nagiging hindi naman awkward, kundi hindi sila sanay, no? Pero total game lang naman ako, okay lang naman I appreciate that you're asking questions, which is good, diba? Tama yan, which is, ang sinasabi ko lang is, all my life for the past 4 decades na ako mahigit attorney sa larangan ng broadcasting, no, sa Pilipinas pa. Pero kami yung we are the ones doing the but this is good. Okay lang. Game naman ako. Okay, ang masasabi ko lang siguro, one, I don't know how to answer your question, pero ang masasabi ko lang is it's never too late. I started my health protocol when I was in 2002, last year, 13th of January 2022. So kung 64 ako tong July 2023, I was almost 62 and a half. Tama? No, tama, 62 and a half in early January of last year. At tama, no? Di ba? Tama ba computation natin, attorney? Correct, no? Di ba? Kasi if I celebrated my 63rd birthday in July of 2022, so half a year earlier in January of that year, I was 62 and a half. So, ibig sabihin, it wasn't too late. It was supposedly it's too late for people, no? Ganon. So, ang masasabi ko, it's never too late. You can do it at any age. Kung kunyari may konti na kayo sakit, a bit of hypertension or ano yung pang insulin? Ano yung sa insulin, attorney?
Diabetic, diabetic.
Diabetes,
Yes.
oh, diabetes, no? Ayun, mga ganun. Actually, pwede pang mahabol eh. Mahabol nyo pa. So it's a matter of, ang masasabi ko lang, the things that are easy to do, for example, walking around the block, doing a bit of whatever, doing your diet, doing a bit of fast. These are things that are easy to do, but are also not easy to. It is easy not to do. Ibig sabihin, pagka medyo pabaya ka, it is easy not to do, but you can do it. You can do it. Also, it's your choice, no? So things that are easy to do can also be easy not to do, and there lies the difference ng between a good, healthy life and my beautiful dog is barking. Hello, Snooky! Ayan, kita mo, Snooky. Live.
May kausap.
Snooky!
Oh my God.
Oo. Yun lang masasabi ko. So, it's never too late. Kung if I were, at saka lahat ng natutunan ko about, for example, losing weight, you don't have to spend money. I was talking to my parang parang sister-in-law, and may gamot na ini-inject yata for people, and it's very expensive. But the only solution is actually twofold there. One is diet. I did it via keto, you're eating more fats, and also intermittent fasting. Marry them both. Actually, it's a very inexpensive way of losing weight rather than kung ano yung mga fad, tas you pay, and then you go, ay,
Yan na siya.
oo, nanggagalaiti siya, nanggagalaiti, attorney eh. But yun lang. So yun ang ano. Yun ang aking, ano nangyari? What happened? Huh?
Sino kasama?
What happened?
Sino kalaban mo?
O nga, sino kalaban mo? Sino? Who is? What's the matter? Okay, so yun lang naman. Oh. Well, thank you for the question, attorney. That's nice. Kasi if we can inspire people by way of that, no, di ba? Wala pala pagka to lose weight and to be healthy, you don't have to spend money. Why? One is fasting. And by fasting, if you at least fast between mga 18 hours a day, have a window of 4 to 6 hours of eating, you go into a state of autophagy. And autophagy means your good cells will eat the bad cells. So, hopefully, yung cancers mo mawawala, yung Alzheimer's in future baka mapigilan, because what is happening is nagkakaroon ka ng self-cleaning by way of fasting, and it doesn't cost a dime or a cent, no? So yun lang yung pwede kong impart. If I were a younger me,
yeah, go ahead. If you were a younger you,
yun na nga, yun yung question mo, ano masasabi mo, di ba? Parang advice mo sa ano. So yun ako, that's what I'm gonna say. And to those my age, for example, it's never too late, no? It's never too late. From a 38 size to a size 28, kaya pala.
Yeah.
Kaya pala. Kaya pala.
And that brought a lot of, kasama ba nun, you said, that brought a lot of shift din, hindi lang physical, but also yung vigor mo sa buhay. Would you say na parang mas na-excite ka to get into experiences, adventures? It seems like that. Na-energize ka to get out there and live life. Would that be a fair thing to say?
Correct, attorney. Because I feel like my body is like, sabi na lang natin mga body ko nasa late 20s. Katawan ko na parang ganun. So parang kaya. So exciting. You are half my age. So if you will think of it, parang dami pa, attorney, na magagawa ka, di ba? So iniisip ko ngayon, mahaba-haba pa, di ba? Oo. So ako naman ngayon, so I've done a lot of things in my young life, no? Pero ngayon, I'm looking forward, not yung aging na, oy ba, matay ako mamaya, ano. I'm looking for, parang ako sa akin, I'd like to be excited. And then if I die, yung tutumba lang ako, parang ganun lang. Pero I'm trying to enjoy it na, ganun lang. So yeah, it's quite exciting. I'd like to learn skiing. I'd like to learn, eventually master Spanish. I'd like to learn Visayan language now. A lot of things. I brush my teeth with my left hand, although I'm right-handed. I do some things, I write with my left hand. Things na parang, I don't know, just in this is only one whole life that we have. Subukan ko magsulat ng pakaliwa. Gusto ko mag-toothbrush ng yung weak hand ko. Gusto kong, things ganun. A lot of things na pwedeng idagdag. But yeah.
Final question, bago Oh, bago kasi ito yung ano interview with Mr. Laragan. 40 years na siya ang nag-interview. We get this chance, this privilege to ask you question dahil birthday mo. If I'm sure yung ginawa mong shift, yung ginawa mong health protocol, hindi parating madali. May mga time na you fast for a number of days, you fast for you only eat certain type of food. I think minsan nagki-crave ka pero you don't yield to it. What got you through the hard days? And I'm pretty sure may hard days. O kung walang hard days, you let us know as well kung walang hard days. But if there are hard days, what got you through it? Kasi siguro yun ang,
Okay.
pag andun ka na sa kita na yung but siguro what I wanted to say is, ang galing nung pinagdaanan mo, and I'm pretty sure hindi yon madali. At
Okay,
anong
yeah. Hindi, ang pinaka, alam mo, sekreto lang doon is, ang kagandahan sa ginawa ko, in a week or two, nakita ko yung changes and that spurred you on. So, ganado ka, parang ganado. All I had, the challenge was trying to retrain my palate or train my palate because yung pagkain na ginawa ko, hindi ko naman kinakain dati. Eating dark chocolate, mapait yan. Eating asparagus almost 2-3 times a week. Eating spinach and kale and arugula. Hindi ko naman, para akong kambing, di ba? Kumakain ako. But I was always thinking,
puro mapait yung pinagkakain. Puro mapapait yung mga pinagkakain niyo, Mr.
Hindi naman. Meron naman akong salad cream or meron akong balsamic vinegar. So, yun ang mga pampalasa ko naman. Or is plain olive oils, extra virgin olive oil with lemon. So, yeah, I was training myself to eat, no? And then reading up and then watching a lot of this sinasabi ko sa mga Harvard professors, Stanford professors. These were the people I was really immersing myself with. Listening to them, studying them, and yeah, ganon. Okay, mahirap pero once na ma-inspire ka kasi yung fasting na medyo challenging because ang hinahabol ko sana sa birthday ko last year or was magsi-six pack ako, yung aabot akong six pack. So I was trying to do a 48 hours kasi 48-hour fast, no, up to that time, no, 36, 48 kasi ang para mapabilis yung losing ko ng fat. Kasi ang pinaka-last na natatanggalan ng fat yung sa belly part natin, di ba? Kasi eventually, pagka kumakain ka at hindi mo na ubos or hindi na burn ang katawan mo, dun pupunta eh. And that's the reason why we can also fast for even 2 weeks or 3 weeks, mabuhay pa tayo because ang gagamitin ng katawan mo yung na-stored na energy sa katawan mo. So, gusto ko lang can explain na simply, parang ang pagkain ng carbohydrates, yung ginagawa natin kanin, mga ganon, at saka ang pagkain mo ng fats, parang ilaliken mo sa diesel and gasoline. So, you put yourself in a state, kunyari, kung carbohydrates ba or fats, which is you get to a ketosis state. So, ang nagiging fuel ng katawan mo, ketones, which is do sa fat. Sa kabila naman, ang nagiging fuel mo, glucose. Yung sa sugar, yung mga sucrose, yung mga, di ba, sa mga fruits. So, yun lang, it's a conscious effort, attorney. Ganun lang, conscious effort lang. But yun, the tanong is, kaya, kasi makikita mong changes. I don't know if you've done ito pa, napansin ko, when I did my keto diet, ang lakas ko. Hindi ako nagugutom, and I can go forward pa. Yung intermittent fasting, I do my gym on a very fasted state, which is counterintuitive to people. Uy, ba't gutom ka? Wala kang laman. Ganon, ganyan. No? Tapos nag-workouts ka. Baliktad. I do it on a fasted and do it heavy because that's the time that the growth hormones are, nakukuha, parang nakukuha niya. Baliktad, counterintuitive, and yet scientific.
So fueled by the changes, the early results, ginawa mong extra
Tama.
fuel mo yun to get you through that initial, ano yung tinatawag nila, yung curve ng when you're changing your whole routine, palit mo lahat, you were able to get through that dahil na-inspire ka dun sa early changes, early results, and then yung thirst mo for knowledge, thirst mo for exploration of this new lifestyle, yun din ang naka-carry on ng yung curiosity mo with that nakapag-fuel sa'yo all throughout. Ikaw talaga, continuously, ako season na lang ako nag-ano. And even with seasonal, I did find na, without the right inspiration, you could easily get out of this routine. But yeah, napaka-inspiring ng shift nyo, Mr. Laragan. If, as you said, from 38 to 28, size 38 to 28, within a span of 6 months, isn't it? Within the span of 6 months, you were able to change, and you're able to sustain that. Yun ang pinaka-importante din eh. We're now a year and a half later, and look at you talking about all these exciting adventures that you're looking forward to. Na mas posible pa dahil sa yung very agile body. Witness ako kung gaano siya yung gumaganon, you were doing your flexible stretches. Nag-yoga kasi nag-yoga tayo nung Sunday eh, di ba?
Yes, oo.
I can testify na talagang you're very looking.
Masarap talaga, attorney. It's nice, diba, yung bang, diba, yung wala kang sakit. Also, I'd like my kids not to parang pabigat ba, o parang they will worry about me na parang oh nga, you died at the age of 75 pero the last 10 years you were bedridden o masakit ang katawan mo. Awa ng Diyos, I haven't got any back pains, no? Which is some of the problems ng mga kaedad ko. Maganda pa buhok ko, attorney, kita mo na, mahaba-haba pa, no? Diba? Yung mga kaedad ko, wala na buhok. Mahaba pa. So, parang mabait ang Panginoon sa akin. So, yun. But yun nga, I don't know, it's thank God na naisip ko tong health, In fact, si Direk witness yan eh. In November of 2021, I was trying to do physical fitness, but it was only in January that my life turned, and I discovered the diet, keto diet. And then si Rowena Romulo, sexy na ngayon, and then she was attributing her change to me, no? So thank you, kay Rowena, na for acknowledging na yung sabi niya, si Sunny yung inspirasyon ko. So thank you. Diba?
Madami kang na-inspire, Mr. Laragan. Madami ka talagang na-inspire. So, thank you to you dahil ang dami ding nag-shift ng ayan. And thank you kay Snooki. For always
naging sa nila, tayo, night jump tuloy tayo. Pero, yeah, bago yan, I appreciate it. Like I said, kami mga broadcasters, hindi kami sanay tinatanong kami. We are used to asking the questions. And but it's a welcome change. It's a welcome fun. It's fun then because somehow I'm trying to, by way of you asking me, I am saying that it's never too late. No, hindi huli ang lahat. Akala mo you have to be active, start being active in your 30s or 40s para going into your later years, mga 50s or 60s, meron kang na-accumulate. Hindi pala. You don't, pag 40s at 50s, active ka nga nun. Pagdating mo sa 60s, hindi ka na-active. Wala ka eh. So, ibig sabihin, look at what I've done. 60s na ako, sinimulan ko. Sana namuhunan ako ng 40s, di ba? I was also in 50s ng mga physical fitness, but I didn't. It was actually all during last year. Last year lang. And nakaya pala. So hindi mo naman pala kailangan. It could be anytime, no? Hindi pala sabihin lang, oy, matanda na yan. Hindi niya kakayanin. Mahirap na. Baka mabali yung buto mo. And then, okay lang. So, ayan. Yun, attorney. Wait, ikaw na muna. Ano ba teka muna, I hope you had a great, nakauwi ka ng matiwasay, maayos, safe, magandang yung biyahe pa uwi, no?
Okay, baon pa ako. Thank you so much. Baon pa eh. Masarap.
Lahat yun nakakatuwa. We didn't have to cater. It was Sol who prepared them all. So, kudos kay Sol sa kanyang effort at tiyaga, no? Paano siya na naghanda ng lahat, no? Oh, attorney, teka muna. Mag-greetings. Anong topic natin? Truth or Myth, UK legal system, no? Ayan. Teka muna,
Legal
pabati
advice
tayo
ko.
direct. Sige, let's go. Pabati para ano muna tayo. Acknowledge natin yung ating mga viewers. Sige.
May ano na, nakakaano to.
Nag-freeze ako.
Ayan. Okay ka naman sa
Nag-freeze
ano?
ako. Nag-freeze ako. Ayan, nag-freeze ako. Yeah, good. Okay na. Okay, bumalik na. Sige, attorney. Go.
Yes.
O, sige,
Ayan,
sino ang first natin?
hulaan na. Oliver Fernandez na ano
Oliver
ko lang.
Fernandez. Uy, bumati si Oliver Fernandez ha, from the mountains ha. Oh, sige, thank you Oliver. Uy,
Marian Galicia pa na ginanap ko pa.
Marian.
Sabi sa Marian Galicia pa na.
Marian, mabuhay, Marian.
Mabuhay. Basahin ko na, Mr. Laragan.
Yes, go. Yes, go.
Hello daw po, Kuya Sonny, Attorney Dana, at sa lahat. Happy Tuesday. Magandang gabi po. And stay safe always. Stay healthy. God bless us po. God bless you too, Marian Galicia Paner. God bless you too. Kamusta ba dyan, Oliver? Kasi ang balita ko, napakainit sa Amerika, napakainit sa Europa. Mainit din naman dito,
Yes.
pero hindi ganun kainit. 20 degrees. And it's cloudy. Hindi siya sunny. So, I don't know sa ibang ewan ko sa inyo, Mr. Laragan.
Greece, Turkey, okay naman. Okay naman. Today yata, naglakad kami ni Snooki dahil umiiyak kanina. So, dinadivert ko siya. So, I went for a walk. Para alam mo naman, nadudurog yung puso ko pagka yung aso. Mababaw lang ako eh. So, pinasyal ko para lang at least mawala yung lungkot niya. No? Dahil nalulungkot eh. Pakaka ko by walking. Ayun. So, okay naman siya. So, yeah. Hindi, okay naman. So, it was okay kanina maga. Mainit yata, Greece, Turkey, Italy ba? Gano'n, no? Yun ang mga mainit na lugar eh. Spain.
Yeah, Spain. Yeah, I heard Spain. Italy. At saan ba yun? Sa Death Valley, sa Amerika. Napakainit. So,
Wow.
ingat po. Sabi ko,
Okay.
si Snoopy.
Nadidinig mo ba si Snooki?
Narinig ko. Sino kaaway niyan?
Meron na naman siyang napansin sa bintana. Hindi kasi ang bintana, both sides, di ba, napansin mo, attorney? Sa side na kabila, di ba, yung main highway, sa kabila naman yung mga puno. Sa kabila siya eh.
Nakita niya.
Malaki ang kanyang ano. Oh, sige, sino pangalawa, attorney?
Si Oliver Fernandez pa rin. Parindigan ko na yun si Oliver Fernandez.
Oliver Fernandez, siyempre. Nasimula na eh. Tingnan natin. Rudy Libroho.
Masayang gabi ng Tuesday. Magandang Attorney Dana. Sir Slim Sonny. Cutie Snooki. Hello daw. Super Sir Edgar. Lovely Daracola. And all happy viewers. God bless us all. From Team Libroho. God bless you too, Team Libroho. Kamusta dyan sa Belfast? Gano'ng kainit?
Oo nga.
Gano'ng
mainit, malamig sa Belfast, no? Let us know, no, Rudy? Mabuhay ka, mabuhay. Yes. Okay, sino tong susunod? Sige. Sino hula mo? Next. Si Oliver pa rin.
Ako na rin, Oliver Fernandez na.
Oliver Fernandez. Oh, sino to?
Christine Myra Hartley.
Bago yan ah.
Wow, naman ang puso. Hello sa napakagandang attorney ng UK at Kuya Sonny. Hello din po. That's very kind.
Hello, Christine. Ayan, napakagandang attorney ng UK. Ayan. Mabuhay. Thank you very much. Ha? Ayan.
Flatter naman. Salamat po. Marami pong salamat.
Okay. Sino ang susunod, direct?
Si Snooki eh. Sabi ata ni Snooki siya daw.
Nakikita si direct.
Julian Fernandez. From New Zealand. Oh, wow. Hello po, Sir Sonny, Attorney Dana. Good evening po. Watching from New Zealand. Marami akong kababata sa New Zealand. Hindi ko lang alam kung saan sila. Pero maraming mga taga-Coronadal mga Ilonggo doon. So sa lahat ng mga nasa New Zealand, hello! Magandang umaga ata sa New Zealand ngayon. At andun, Mr. Laragan, ang ating Filipino women's football team para sa World Cup. So good luck. Good luck sa atin.
Wow!
Yeah. Qualified sila.
Galing. Galing. New Zealand.
Si Tita Cora, all cup si Snooki. Magandang gabi, Sir Sana, Attorney Dana, Direk Paula, at lahat sa Pinas. And of course, ang favorite ni Tita, si Snooki. Snooki, hello daw.
Tumatahol doon. Si
hello din daw po, Tita Cora.
Dapat pa habang pababantayan natin kay Direk Pao habang habang nag-show tayo si Snooki, no? Bantayan mo muna
mag-video call sila.
Direk, no?
Mag-video call sila. May Tigba Vargas says hello. Good evening, watching from Exeter, Devon.
Wow, Devon.
Coastal side of
Ganda yan. Mabuhay, May,
Karduay, Mr. Laragan. Basahin ko na magandang gabi sa inyo lahat. Happy birthday again, Mr. Sonny Laragan, Attorney DQ.
Thank you. Kumanta ka,
ni Ednyo, remember, ang panahon at ganda ay lumilipas. Kaya hanggang maaga, gumawa ng magandang alaala para sa iyong paglipas, ikaw ay may maganda at masayang alaala. O, ayan.
Tama nga naman. Tama yun. Nakita ko naman si Attorney Edgar, nagtatanong-tanong sa akin kanina. So, yan, nakakatuwa. Yung mga sharing, bonding, no? So, mabuhay.
Marian says, Cheltenham, malamig po, we miss you po. Yeah, ay pasensya na po na absent ako last week kasi I had an urgent application. So I had to stay I had to work. And minsan ganun talaga. We have to kung may mga emergency application, we have to do it. Kwentong abogado, all in a day's work. Paminsan-minsan nagkakaroon ng ganun. So, okay lang. So, sorry, may excuse letter naman ako for last week.
Yep. Okay. All right, Attorney, we're gonna have a short break. Ito, di-discuss mo yung topic na to, Truth or Myth, UK Legal System. So, wag ko kayong halas, saglit po lamang, magbabalik kami at pagbalik natin, yung topic natin, i-discuss ni Attorney. Pagkakaroon na naman tayo ng quiz. No?
Yes, quiz ulit. Yeah.
Yes, quiz ulit.
Mula noon hanggang ngayon, serbisyong mapagkakatiwalaan, serbisyong maaasahan pagdating sa inyong mga padalang balikbayan boxes. Dito ka na sa Forex Cargo. Sa presyong kayang-kaya ng bulsa, sigurado ka pa sa inyong padala. Forex Cargo. Dahil kailangan makarating. Call 0208-813-7064. O ano pang inaantay niyo mga kabayan? Tayo na sa Forex Cargo.
100% all natural, tasty, healthy, versatile, 4 unique flavors. Taste a real sauce. Galettos.
May problema ka ba sa landlord mo? Baka AV ka na ni Kuya. May problema sa mga kapitbahay, sa trabaho. O kaya naman kay Mister o kay Mrs. Away tungkol sa mala, mga may utang, mga aksidente, daing o laban sa ospital or sa NHS, harassment, o baka naman may stalker ka na gusto mong ireklamo. Punta na sa DV Solicitors para matulungan ka pagdating sa mga litigations at iba pang mga legal concerns. DV Solicitors at 2nd floor, Howard House, St. John Street, Bedford, MK42 0DJ. Tumawag sa 01234-350-244 or 01234-225-188 o kaya naman mag-email sa d.quinto@dvsolicitors.com. Visit our website at www.dvsolicitors.com.
Mula sa kabisera ng Inglaterra, sa puso ng Britanya, London, UK. Ito ang Channel Philippines Network. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK. Sumasayang papawid 24 oras. 24 oras. Buong linggo. Sa www.pinoyradiouk.com. Ang mga pinakapaborito mga awitin, mga pinakaabangang programa, at mga sariwang balita at impormasyon mula at para sa mga kababayang Pilipino sa UK at sa buong mundo. Pinoy Radio UK. Pinoy Radio UK.
Okay, tuloy-tuloy ho tayo sa ating palatuntunan Legal Advice Corner. Ako po si SONNY LARAGAN at syempre kasama natin yung pinakamamahal nating abogada, no? Brains and Beauty ho. Ang ating palagi ang kasama pagka Tuesday evening sa Legal Advice Corner. Walang iba kundi si Attorney DANNA Quinto. Attorney, once again, happy Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday once again! Tuloy po kayo. Balik na naman tayo sa Dagdag Kaalaman Day. At quiz na naman. It's quiz time. Get your piece of paper. Resibo man yan, notes sa iPhone, o kaya 1/4 piece of paper. Ano na tayo? Balik na tayo sa ating Truth or Myth series. Ang mechanics, very simple. I will enumerate or magsasabi ako ng 10 statements. Ang topic today is UK legal system. General trivia lang. Some are quite interesting, some historic, and credit. Baka tayo maano na hindi natin binigyan ng credit. A lot of these materials came from Oxford University Press. So, and some just from random research or mga information sa internet. Pero bawal mag-cheat, bawal tumingin ng Google. So without further ado, huhulaan nyo. Truth or myth? Number 1, a UK judge's wig, so wig daw, is called a bob wig. So ang tawag daw po dun sa wig, so if you see on sa mga nakikita nyo sa news, so nakikita nyo sometimes sa mga series, judges wore wig. It's called a bob wig. Is that truth or myth? Number 2, the supreme law-making body in the UK is the Parliament. Sa madaling salita, ang Parliament daw po ang gumagawa ng batas dito sa United Kingdom. Truth or myth? Number 3, judges in England have wooden hammers called gavels. So those things that yung judges daw sa UK, meron silang yung pamukpok, yung wooden hammers. That's called gavels. Number 4, in 1964, the death penalty was abolished in England. So, noong 1964 daw po, tinanggal na ang parusang kamatayan dito sa Inglaterra. Number 5, it's a criminal offense for a juror to interact with a defendant on social media. So, bawal daw, criminal act or criminal offense daw kung ikaw ay isang juror to interact, so messenger mo siya, yung defendant sa Facebook or sa Twitter or sa Snapchat, bawal daw po yan. It's a criminal act. Truth or myth? If you're just joining us, nagbabalik na naman po ang Truth or Myth series, and as usual, you have to make a choice or declare kung true ba or myth ang sasabihin kong statement. And the topic for today is UK legal system. Number 6, in 1906, the use of ordinary citizens as jurors began. So 1906 daw nagsimula na ginamit ng legal system ang mga normal na mga citizens, ordinary citizens as jurors. Totoo ba yan? O myth lang? Number 7, the United Kingdom does not have a written constitution. Wala daw written constitution ang United Kingdom. Truth or myth? Number 8, it is illegal to enter parliament wearing a suit of armor. So, suit of armor is yung nakikita mo na yung Middle Ages when it's all metal. That's a suit of armor. Sa mga nakikita natin sa mga period dramas and period movies wherein they're about to go to war and they're wearing this metal suit of armor, metal na parang defense system. It is illegal daw to enter parliament wearing that. Is it truth or a myth? Number 9, it is illegal to die in parliament. Illegal daw mamatay sa parliament. Truth ba or myth? And number 10, office of the official solicitor is part of the Ministry of Justice, and he or she acts for people who, because they lack mental capacity and cannot properly manage their own affairs, are unable to represent themselves, and no other suitable person or agency is able or willing to act. Instead, the official solicitor acts for them. So, truth or myth ba yan? Very quickly, I will repeat again, mechanics, napakadali, huhulaan lang kung truth or myth ang sasabihin kong statement. I will explain later, mamaya sa answer portion. I will explain kung bakit true, or bakit truth, or bakit myth yung statement. So very quickly, number 1, a judge's wig is called a bob wig. Number 2, the supreme lawmaking body in the UK is the Parliament. Number 3, judges in England have wooden hammers called gavels. Number 4, in 1964, the death penalty was abolished in England. Number 5, it's a criminal offense for a juror to interact with a defendant on social media. Number 6, in 1906, the use of ordinary citizens as jurors began in the United Kingdom. Number 7, the United Kingdom does not have a written constitution. Does not have a written constitution. Number 8, it is illegal to enter parliament wearing a suit of armor. Number 9, it is illegal to die in parliament. And number 10, the official solicitor acts for people who because they lack mental capacity are unable to represent themselves, and there's no one else that is able or willing to act for those people. So the official solicitor steps in. Is that truth or a myth? Right, exchange papers, answer portion now. We will check kung ano ang score natin lahat. Number 1, a judge's wig is called a bob wig. That is actually true. So, totoo yan. Bob wig ang tawag dun sa wig ng judge. I don't have any other explanation kung bakit yun ang tawag. Siguro, Google natin later on kung bakit nga yun ang tawag. But, I don't know. I think it's just an interesting trivia. And I never actually, before this topic, hindi ko alam yung tawag dun sa wig ng judge. So, it's quite interesting to know. Ang tawag pala ay bob wig. Number 2, the supreme law-making body in the UK is the Parliament. That is true. Parliament passes the law in the form of acts of Parliament, which are then known as statutes. So that's the reason why who we vote sa ating mga dito sa local natin is a member of the Parliament. So kung meron tayong so sila yung nagre-represent ng kanilang constituents, ng interest ng constituents nila, because they would form the parliament, and the parliament in itself would pass the law in the United Kingdom. So yan po ang sistema. That's the reason why today's topic is UK legal systems. And that's true. The supreme law-making body in the UK is the parliament. Hindi si king and not the late queen. Okay? Number 3, judges in England have wooden hammers called gavels. False. They do not have wooden hammers. So I know that because I've been in court, but here in the UK, wala pong wooden hammers. They do not have those gavels. Walang pumupukpok. They just preside and they say if a hearing is done, obviously, they will conclude the hearing either with a judgment or with directions for the next hearing. Pero walang ganun na, like the one in America. Number 4, in 1964, the death penalty was abolished in England. That is actually a trick question. That is false. It was 1965. Doon na-stop na ang death penalty sa England. The last execution, however, took place in 1964 when Peter Allen and John Wolby were hanged for the murder of a milkman. So the last death penalty took place in 1964. And then the next year, dun na natanggal ang death penalty, 1965. So that statement, number 4, is false. Number 5, it's a criminal offense for a juror to interact with a defendant on social media. True. So may this be a word of warning sa ating mga kababayan if you've been called to do jury duties. So you may get the letter that you have to turn up for jury duties. Don't interact with the defendant on social media. In 2011, Joanne Frail, I think I pronounced that correctly, was prosecuted and sentenced to 8 months imprisonment for contempt of court after she admitted using Facebook to exchange messages in one of the defendants in a case where she was a juror. So she was a juror. She was there to obviously listen to the evidence, give independent assessment, but the next niya, message niya sa Facebook yung defendant. And she admitted to that, and she was sentenced to 8 months imprisonment. So do not interact with the defendant kung kayo po ay juror. Okay? So 5 is true. Number 6. In 1906, the use of ordinary citizens as jurors began. That's false. It was 1219. Ganun ka-early. 1219. During the reign of Henry III, prisoners were given the choice of whether they wish to be judged by their neighbors. So yun ang history. That's this jury duty. So kung tayo ay magko-complain bakit may jury duty, it goes back to 1219. So this has been going on for nearly 800 years, tama ba? Madami na. It's hundreds of years that it's been going on. And the root of that is binigyan ng pagkakataon ang mga prisoners noon. Binigyan sila ng choice if they wish to be judged by their fellow men or by their neighbors. 6, false. Number 7, the United Kingdom does not have a written constitution. That is true. And if you're a law student, that's the first thing they teach you in law school. Unlike countries like United States, UK never really had a written constitution. An unwritten constitution has been in development for over 700 years and is founded upon statutes and case law as well as custom and convention. So how we develop the law. So wala tayong big constitution, the ones we hear from United States, sabihin nila, oh, this is the article blah of the constitution. Wala po tayo niyan dito sa United Kingdom. What we have is this collection of current law, acts, statutes. We have customs as well. We have convention. We have this pass-on precedents from years and years, developed by judiciary, developed by the parliament, hoping now how they develop it is congruent, parallel doon sa kinakailangan ng society ngayon. So that's probably one of the reasons why there's no written constitution. One can argue that mas agile ang ating legal system, mas nakaka-respond tayo with the what is needed by the current generation, by the current society. Kasi what may have been right 200 years ago, hindi na necessarily applicable now. What's applicable 50 years ago may not even been applicable now. You know, we're talking about divorce. You know, 56, there was a time not long ago na, you know, some of the grounds, may mga grounds yung divorce, or it could even be criminal. And then now, 2022, fast forward, 2022, last year lang, we passed the law, we enacted the law na wala ng ground, wala ng rason na kailangan. So that's the reason one can argue na yung sistema natin, without really having a written constitution, we have a collection of all of these current statutes, judgments made by the judiciary, and we have conventions and custom that has worked for us for 700 years. Na-update lang ng current generation, ng current judiciary, current parliament to suit what the current society needs. So, yep, if you are a law student, that's the first thing they'll teach you in a UK law school. The United Kingdom does not have a written constitution, and that is true. Number 8, it is illegal to enter parliament wearing a suit of armor. That is true. Again, the 1313, napaka-tagal na statute forbidding bearing of armor, yun ang pangalan ng batas, forbids members of parliament from wearing armor in the house. I think it's to prevent, siguro yung awa, yung partagulan doon, yung people going on random duel. That's just my opinion. But there is a statute, and I think it is still alive, forbidding people to enter the parliament wearing those suit of armor. Number 9, it is illegal to die in parliament. You might have heard that from ibang truth or myth na version. It is false. It is not illegal. Pwede, lawful, pwede kang mamatay. Actually, there have been at least 4 deaths in the grounds of Palace of Westminster. 1 and 2. Guy Fawkes and Sir Walter Raleigh were both executed in the old palace yard. The present buildings being the new palace built after the fire of 1834. Spencer Perceval, that's third one, the only British Prime Minister to be assassinated, was shot and died in the lobby of the House of Commons in 1812. And the fourth person, Sir Alfred Belson, collapsed and died in the House of Commons in 1907 while casting his vote on a sugar duty bill. So, hindi po totoo, myth po na illegal mamatay sa parliament, and actually 4 ang natala na namatay na sa grounds ng Palace of Westminster, including Guy Fawkes. Number 10, office of the official solicitor acts for people who, because they lack mental health and capacity and cannot properly manage their own affairs, are unable to represent themselves, and no other person or suitable agency is able to act for them. That is true, and the reason why I picked that is it's different from the Philippines Office of Solicitor General. So I picked that particular trivia para lang ma-differentiate yung official, not solicitor, hindi official solicitor. Ayan na isang katungkulan ng gobyerno, ministry. It's part of the Ministry of Justice. It's Office of the Official Solicitor. Yun ang buong pangalan niya, the Official Solicitor of the United Kingdom. So, kung nawala ng mental capacity na baliw at walang kamag-anak, wala nang iba pang makakapag-represent sa isang tao, the official solicitor of the United Kingdom can step in and act for that person. That is very different to the Philippines Office of Solicitor General, which is, I believe, is the official lawyer of the Philippine government or something like that. So I just want to differentiate that just in case marinig nyo po yung pangalan na yan dito sa United Kingdom. Well, that's it. So that's true, false, true, false, 6 is false, 7 true, 8 true, 9 false, and 10 true. Mr. Laragan, ano ang score natin dyan?
Naka 7 ako, 7 out of 10.
Oh.
7 out of 10. So yeah, 7 out of 10. There are things, yung gavel pala, no? Wala talagang gavel talaga rito pala, no? Dito sa United Kingdom. Oo, so nakakatuwang malaman yan. Plus, yung aking cousin, no, si Thomas Laragan is the Assistant Solicitor General sa Pilipinas. So mataas ang position niya. So one rang lower than the official Solicitor General. At sila, ang Soldian is a solicitor for the government. It defends the government in cases against it, no? So, ayan. Uy, wow, si Edgar Duwag. Fantastic.
Edgar,
Galing,
ano ba?
galing.
Perfect ba tayo, Ed? Perfect si Ed, True.
Galing ni Ed. Magaling si Ed. Magaling. Ilan ba si Ed?
Pero magaling. Maraming tama si Ed.
Maraming tama. Mabuhay, ha? Thank you very much sa ano pa, death penalty, no? 1965 pala. Na-abolish, hindi, 1965. Tama? 1965 yung 1960.
1964 yung huli. 1964 yung huli silang, may huli silang, ano.
Sa Pilipinas, halos recently lang yata. Within the last, siguro, I don't know, 15, 10, 20 years yata, no? Pero ito, matagal na, 1965.
1965. Nasa Pilipinas pa ata ako nung bata pa ako nung naalala ko yun, yung may lethal injection ba yun, Mr. Laragan, no?
Yes, lethal injection. Oo. Parang hindi na yung dating by electric chair, no? Wala na yun. Parang mas ano na ngayon, ano ba tawag doon?
Makatao.
Mas compassionate na. Ganun, compassionate na ngayon. Sinasaksakan ka lang ng lason, di ba? Para mamatay ka. So, para hindi ka na masyado maghirap. Kasi itong mangingisay ka pagka electric chair, no? Yeah, that's 1219 pa pala. Bala 13th century pala itong no? Yung citizens as jurors. Imagine mo yun. Maganda itong yung naka-armor, siyempre baka sumubog ka o gamitin mo yun, di ba? Parang yun ang weapon mo, di ba? Pag-armor.
Yun ang weapon.
So tama yan. Illegal na naka-suit ka ng armor. Ang dami, no? Marami tayong natutunan for today. Ano daw? Of course, yung wig, yung Bob wig.
Bob wig. Si Ma'am Cora. Learn many things. She learned many things. That's kahit ako din yung iba doon, yung mga little trivia, the historical trivia, hindi ko din, before I did the research, hindi ko rin alam.
Galing.
Yung mga 12, 19 na yun, napakatagal na pala. So parang ayaw mo na mag-complain, di ba? Napakatagal na pala yung jury system. Parang hindi ko na pwede 100 years na pala itong ginagawa na to. Ano na lang tayo. And then the suit of armor as well. That was quite interesting.
Interesting din yung gavel din because pagka nag-decide pa, decision lang, wala na, no? Ganun lang. Wala nang mga papupukpok pa. So hereby ordered. Ganyan, wala nang ganun pa, no? Basta
it's with family court, it's quite walang ganun na they'll just say, well, I order this, and the judge will end it quite diplomatically, so lawyers will say, I think the judge will probably ask, "Is that all? Have I, is that all for today?" She or he will ask the lawyer, and the lawyers will say, "Well, that's all, madam," or "That's all, sir. Thank you very much." And the other side will say, "Thank you very much, judge." It's all very professional. We try to be, we try not to start a World War III dun we try to be diplomatic. We try to be graceful, siguro yung tamang word on. And the judge will finally say, "Thank you, everyone. Have a good afternoon or have a good morning." It's recorded. You can actually ask for a transcript. So hearings are recorded. So wala kang mahina if you hear the hearing and naka-transcript na yun, wala kang maririnig na pok doon. So that's an interesting trivia of the UK legal system.
Attorney, kasi birthday ko, di ako naman magtatanong sa'yo, no? Birthday ko. Hindi ba hindi ka ba natatakot ikaw, for example, ikaw ba hindi ka natatakot na iniisip mo, 'di ba, mga lawyers parang parang confrontational in a way din, 'di ba? Parang ganoon ba? Hindi ka ba naisip na parang, natakot ka na because of that? Baka, kailangan ba sa isang pagiging abogado matapang ba? Can one be a lawyer na hindi matapang o hindi ano bang when you were taking up law or being a solicitor or aspiring to be one, hindi ba nag-cross sa mind mo yan?
I think I never felt at risk for my safety. So against isang abogado, I've never felt that here in the United Kingdom. Ayun, okay na yan. I've never felt I've been privileged here na never ko na-feel na unsafe ako against isang abogado, whether face-to-face sa korte or even dito, locally. Never ko naman na-feel yun. In terms of having that, yung tapang, siguro what you need to have is a conviction na, you're there to advance your client's best interests. Hindi naman yan pasigawan, hindi naman yan kailangan na agresibo ka in terms of manununto ka or tataas yung boses mo or there are a lot of ways here, well, especially here, na to show your assertiveness of your point. You can try to persuade. Of course, may mga natural naman, you're there to most of the time opposing ang inyong arguments. You're an opposing spectrum of two interpretation of law. You will have a level of friction with the other side, and sometimes you might feel, parang galit na galit ata siya sa correspondence. But I would never feel unsafe. Actually, parte yon yung vigor nila sa kanilang pagpresenta ng kanilang arguments. Even in court, you could say, people can get very spirited. Siguro ang term namin with some lawyers can get very spirited in terms of their arguments. But you take that, kumakapal na rin comes with experience, kakapal. You develop a thick skin for it. You develop a certain level of just rolling with the punches as well. Trabaho lang. At the end of the day, you have to be very respectful of the judge, of the system, of your opposition. What we call our opposition, we call them our learned friend, ang aming matalinong kaibigan. So when we're arguing against them, we're disagreeing with them, we say that they're wrong, we still call them our learned friend. And a lot of this, we are regulated with professional conduct. So may a level of professionalism that we expect of each other. And pag nag-cross ng line yung isang abogado, hindi rin ako shy to tell them na, you're crossing the line. At the end of the day, you don't have to be unkind para maging magaling na abogado. Actually, you do need compassion. You do need empathy in order to understand human complexities. You're not just dealing with law. You're dealing with people. You're dealing with real human problems that needed solving. And you can't solve that without an understanding of that element. Hindi lang batas. Kailangan maintindihan din natin anong problema paano natin masusolba, anong problema ng kabila, anong problema ng kliyente ko, paano natin masusolba to. So, at the end of the day, it's not really about kung sinong, yeah, of course, yung katapangan, of course, yung competency, your boldness, it makes it makes for the whole system, pero hindi yun yung final objective. The final objective, at the end of the day, masolba yung problema nila. At hindi maging pabigat tayo sa sistema ng UK. You know, we use the legal system what we call as proportionately as possible. At matulungan din yung mga kliyente na, you know, from a very problematic position, you get them to a better position. So, ang sinasabi, alam mo, nung bata ako, sinasabi, kasi, you know, I'm quite jovial. Sinasabi, oh, di ba palangiti ka, you're quite positive person. I think I remember someone saying, you're a nice person, why are you becoming a lawyer? Sabi ko, you know, you're quite nice. Sabi ko, well, you know, you don't, you know, you don't have to be not nice to become a lawyer. There's a time and place for asserting your client's position quite firmly, but respectfully, but always ready. Siguro, matagal-tagal na. Actually, kaka 9 years ko lang nag-qualified. I just forgot to 15. Yung birthday ko as a professional is July 15. So I always mark that. Kasi you will always remember. As you age in this profession, when we're talking about birthdays, Mr. Laragan, di ba? As you age in this profession, you also see na hindi rin, you know, they say it's about the job is not glamorous. Yung nilalagay nila sa TV, sa series, that it's, you may certain presentation ng media, ang entertainment industry about lawyers. The reality, sa totoong buhay, ano tayo, taga-tulong tayong mag-ayos ng problema. Yun dapat, we shouldn't forget that. Hindi tayo dapat ang magdadagdag o magkokomplikado ng problema. At the end of the day, we'll have to find a way to solve that problem. Sometimes, kailangan muna, it gets worse before it gets better, but at the end of the day, kailangan mo solve ang problema. So, hindi lang pwedeng tapang lang. Kailangan may solusyon. Yun ang sinasabi ko. Hindi pwede tapang lang, hindi lang pwede academic lang o talino lang. I always say, moving on to problem solving. Yun ang pinaka-favorite word ko. Or favorite phrase.
Attorney, okay. Is the job pressure-laden or mentally taxing? And if it is, ano ang ginagawa mo? No? Ikaw, anong ginagawa mo to neutralize that? Yan ba ang ginagawa mo? Kaya meron ka mga Santiago de Compostela, climbing mga mountain peaks, no? Is it pressure-laden? Yan ba kailangan matanggap ng tao at they have to be able, kumbaga matibay ka para to hurdle this challenge? Tama ba? And what do you do to neutralize it?
Yeah, the straightforward answer to that is yes and yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you know, imagine you're, of course, may level ng may level ng emotionally charged yung trabaho, because you're dealing with, sabi ko nga, problema. You're helping people solve problems. So naturally, andun ka sa environment na hindi naman pupunta yung kliyente sa'yo kung walang problema, lalo na litigator ka. If you're a litigator, you know, very rarely they would come for you to, sometimes they would say, pa-draft ng contract or pa ganito. But most of the time, because of the nature of the work that I do, I'm a civil litigator. So, ang pangalan ng departamento, dispute resolution. So, yun lang, dispute. So, dispute means a problem or a conflict. You really need to, if you're, this is also, hopefully this would help young lawyers as well. And this is just from experience. Kailangan mong alamin sa sarili mo. Kailangan mong, you need to get to know yourself. You need to get to know yung kung kailan kailangan mo na ng break, kung kailan kailangan mo ng, you know, you need to have a bit of time, you need to refresh yourself. Kasi, ano yung sinasabi ko, Mr. Laragan, parang athlete lang. So, lahat ng athlete may rest day din naman, di ba? So, if you are using your muscles all the time, hindi rin naman magkaka-injury ka. So, if you look at that metaphor, the same way as you're exposing yourself to this, ginagamit mo yung muscle mo, ginagamit mo yung shield mo from this very conflict-laden environment. Syempre may wear and tear yan. Syempre merong ano din yan, gumagasgas din yan. So kailangan alagaan. Kailangan alam mo din kung kailan mag-step back to have some interest, as you said, have some interest outside of law. Hindi lang for me, that's how I survived. Doon ako nagkakaroon ng refreshing few days, or to also rest yung legal muscles natin. So you go and do something else. And by time as well, experience, you know, it will teach you how to compartmentalize as you get older in this industry. By nature, the same then as journalism, you develop tools of the trade na okay, alam ko na kasi alam ko na yung ano nangyari before. So you'll be a bit more at ease and comfortable with generally the hustle and bustle, the sabi ko nga, rolling with the punches. You need to enjoy it. You really need to enjoy the day-to-day, yung adrenaline rush. You need to find a way na mahalin yung trabaho mo. Kasi kung hindi mo mahal yung trabaho mo, talagang kahit hindi conflict-laden yan, mapaburnout ka. So you need to be able to enjoy. Hindi naman lahat. Kasi yun ang reality. There are bits about the job, any job, na hindi masyadong masaya. Siguro neutral lang tayo. But, hopefully, a huge part of your day, kasi ilang oras tayo, 8 to 10 hours tayo sa trabaho, a huge part of that, you get to enjoy. And, isa din yun sa tinatanong ko, if you've done work experience with me, or if you've worked with me, I always ask my team members, are you still enjoying it? Are you still learning? Are you still getting satisfaction from the job? Internal, hindi to performance review. It's just an internal dialogue to yourself. Do I like what I do? And at the end of the day, sabi mo, it's a short life. You're gonna be spending a whole load of your life doing your job. You're gonna make sure you like it. You're gonna make sure that it's something that you take satisfaction from.
Last question, attorney. Birthday ko pa kasi. Kaya ako naman tatanong. Attorney, parang katuan lang, getting to know si attorney. Ikaw, you've done the walking, you've done the marathon, you've done going up mountains, you've done the long walk, Santiago de Compostela, you're into jiu-jitsu, at marami pa ka pang mga ibang hilig, no? Meron pa bang mga nasa bucket list mo? Ano pa bang gusto mo pang i-achieve? No? You've done marathons sa Germany ba? And saan ba? Malta? Saan ba? Germany? Saan ka ba nag-marathon? Was it Malta?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. Okay. So, tapos you've done this. You've done the Brighton one. So you've done marathons. You've been climbing the peaks, no? Yung mga mountain peaks, no? Dito sa UK, the three peaks. You've done Santiago de Compostela, you've done Mont Blanc, yung sa taas nun. Meron pa ba? Ano ang ini-expect pa namin gawin mo? Ano pa gusto mo pang gawin? Meron pa bang challenge? Kasi kung tutusin, kakaiba ka rin, attorney, dahil yung mga mga physical challenging sa body and sa mind na rin, dahil siyempre, pag napagod ka, kailangan you have to keep on, di ba? Lalo kung mabigat yung binubuhat mo, dahil bumibigat na, no? Magaan sa simula. But siyempre, after a few hours of walking, bibigat na rin yan, di ba? Ano pa ang gagawin? Ano pa nasa bucket list ni attorney?
I think madami pa. I think yung iba doon hindi ko pa siguro alam. But what I found from the bucket list I had years ago is as you grow older, you makaka-discover ka ng experiences. Ay, sabi pa, minsan ano ka lang, magbabrowse-browse ka lang. Tapos isip, ay, gusto ko yan gawin. Or someone would tell you, ginawa nila to. And it's not necessarily physical or sporty na ginagawa. You know, I'd like to learn new things. Just like you, I'd love to learn a new language. Matagal ko nang gustong mag-French and mag-Spanish or Italian. So, isa yon sa pilit na pilit kong gustong gawin. But, you know, I hope I get a chance to do that. I'd love to study new things, not necessarily law, just also as a hobby. May mga gusto akong matutunan. I'd love to see new places. Siguro may bucket list ako. May mga classification yung bucket list ko, Mr. Laragan. So may bucket list na endurance, may bucket list na learning, may bucket list na gusto ko lang pumunta sa lugar na to dahil, you know, someone said something, I want to have a dog. Bucket list ko for an animal. I came very close, but then, you know, meron pa rin sasabihin ko, baka ako pa yung sunduin ng aso sa opisina, o baka pag, you know, where would the dog go kung pupunta ako sa ibang lugar. At there's katulad mo, it changes every year. It changes. Yung, pareho mo po na yung, siguro andun yung thirst ko din sa, like you, I'm quite cognizant na ilang taon tayo dito, you know, I mean, maybe a few years, meron pa sigurong ilang dekada pa, but you'll never know. So, you've gotta make sure na may panahon ka to think really about what you want out of this life. And not necessarily achievement, you know, not necessarily endurance. Sometimes you just have to think, what is it that I really want? It doesn't really have to be an expensive material thing or an expensive holiday. Sometimes you just want to learn something, or you just want to explore something. Yung ganon, like you, dun ako na-excite. Na-excite ako sa mahanap yung mga na it would spark that sense of life into me, that sense of being alive, na, ay, napuntahan ko to, ay, natutunan ko to, or, you know, I get to learn something new about myself. So for me, yung pagiging abogado, it's part of a whole, sabi nga na, parang unwritten constitution ng United Kingdom. May mga parte ng isang composition, pero hindi lang yon ang ingredients, isa lang siya sa ingredient ng buhay, hindi lang siya ang nag-iisang ingredient. Sabi mo nga, you know, you're gonna evolve throughout your life. So I wouldn't probably say tapos na ang bucket list ko. I'm pretty sure hanggang sa huli, iniisip pa ako.
It will change, yeah. 5 years from now, baka iba yung mga interest mo. 10 years from now, baka iba na naman interest mo.
Exactly.
Play it by ear, no? But anything at that particular moment in time, or a period of your life, make the most of it na lang, no? Enjoy mo, no? So there are so many things to learn, to travel, ganun. Maraming pupunta, pero siyempre limited ang time natin, but do it. Just do it lang. Parang Nike, di ba? Just do it. No? Do it. Do the best, the most that you can do. Kaya yan. Well, mabuhay, attorney. And thank you very much. Thank you for being with us Sunday, and being part of my celebration. No? Oh, it's a small but it was truly a happy happy event, get together, because it was amongst close people who are close to each other. But next time, hindi ko alam kung gagayahin ko yung asawa ni Jessie Ramirez. 3 linggo yata nagbe-birthday, but anyway, hindi siguro. Huwag natin gawin yun. Okay, well, attorney, maraming salamat. I'm really truly happy every time we get to see each other, dahil At yung sinasabi ko sa'yo, yung offer ko sa'yo sa ano, no, off air, if you're free, gawin mo lang yan, no? And we would love, Snooki, Sol and I would love to have you. And meron namang ano dyan eh. So, alam mo na. Okay, baka attorney, paano ka nga pala, how do they get in touch with you? Pag meron silang nais na, alam mo na, kailangan nila abogado or any questions, no? Or, may mga shout-outs ka, go right ahead, please, attorney.
Yes, you can contact me at danna.quinto@dvsolicitors.com or call me at 01234225188. Again, it's danna.quinto@dvsolicitors.com or call me at 01234225188. And final shout out, thank you Mr. Laragan, thank you Sol, thank you Snooki, thank you sa lahat ng nakakatuwang mga tao na aking nakilala, si Tita Millie. O shoutout tayo kay Tita Millie, kay Tita Eden, kay Mel and Andy, the kids. Si Patricia, si Tita Winnie, si Ate Winnie, and ang mga anak
Winnie.
ko, Mr. Karagan, yung mga anak nyo nakakatuwa din, and yung mga apo nyo nakakatuwa, yung mga sino nga, si Fiona. Oo, si Francis.
Freya, Francis, and Athena.
Athena, yes. Si Athena yung kabanding ko din eh. So it's really a good day. So thank you to everyone na masaya ang nakahanap natin no Sunday. And yung mga welcome to the UK sa mga kapatid ni Sol. Nakita ko 5 minutes ng Sunday. That's fun.
Yeah, well, they're having fun now. They're right now in Bath, siguro. And then next stop nila would be Cornwall. So, iikot sila.
Wow.
Buti na yung mga may girls bonding sila. O magsama-sama sila. So, that would be great, no? Okay. Oh, okay ka na? Alam mo na how to get in touch with you.
Thank you kay Direk. Thank you sa Direk na pinakamamahal namin na Direk. As always, Direk Pao, thank you.
Love ka ni Direk. Lagi nakangiti yan pag nakikita ka niyan. Para siyang merong instant happiness na pag nakikita ka, attorney. Kita mo nga, nakangiti pa.
Ganun din ako kay Direk. Ganun din ako kay Direk. Mabait at masipag po yan, Direk namin.
Mabait si Direk, napakahusay at napakatalino. 7 medalya, no? Saka nakakita ng ganyan 7 medalya, no? Yung iba, 2 lang ang medalya, 3, pero yung director namin, 7. Imagine, paramihan tayo, no? Parang Manny Pacquiao, 7 lineal championships, no? In 7 different lineal weight categories or weight divisions. Okay, well, I guess it's time for us to say goodbye, no? Maraming salamat ho sa inyo, no? Sa ngalan ni Attorney Danna Quinto, si Direk Paula Perez. Ito po si Sonny Laragan nagsasabing thank you very much sa inyong pagsubaybay dito po sa Legal Advice Corner. Let's do it again next Tuesday, no, for another edition of Legal Advice Corner. So till then, take care, God bless, and good night. Bye.
Good night.